Hi, my name is Nushaira binti Ramlan. My metric number 263621. Okay, in my opinion, subject of moral study is still relevant taught in the present format and syllabus in Malaysia school today, because as we know, moral study is very important to people and need to learn from the beginning of our life, and also need someone can teach well at the right place. So for me, school is the right place to learn something, because school have a good teacher that can teach about the moral study, and student will learn better than another place. Besides that, with moral study, it also can help children, because all the students to acquire a set of belief and value regarding what is right and wrong, because moral education or moral study can help children to develop this disposition to act accordance with such belief and value. In addition, this topic is related to our topics that we learn in management ethics, which is ethics is the study of morality. Morality is the standard that an individual or group has about what is right and wrong and good or evils. That's mean moral study is very important to learn, because from this subject we can know what is right and what is wrong, and need to teach from day start go to school, because it can make them know that things earlier, and they can apply with that their life, because without any moral spirit in their life cannot make them live properly. This is because by doing something without know it is right or it is wrong, it can make them continue to do something not good things. For example, if they work in future, they not have a moral study, so they will come late to work, not finish their work on the right time, and other things. So because they don't know what is right and what is wrong. So based on my point, we can see that the moral study or the moral subject as taught in the present format and syllabus in Malaysian school is still relevant right now in Malaysia or any country. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Aiman Izzati binti Hairul Nazri. My number metric is 264942. In the position for the student view, in the position as moral rights, I support to these issues, which is moral studies subject in schools, because moral education's overall goal is to cultivate individuals of good character who are accountable and capable of contributing to national and global peace and stability. The main objectives are to help pupils to recognize and integrate worthy value necessary for good character, recognize and acknowledge the importance of harmony with nature and environment and aspire to maintain it, improve coordination and respect by maintaining a peaceful and harmonious existence in a democratic Malaysia, and establish nature thought based on ethical and religious values in making ethical thinking and decision, and establish a determination to behave morally based on justice and selflessness in accordance with Malaysian society's moral standards. These issues and concerns will be addressed in a spiral relationship, beginning with those nearest to the students, such as family, friends, education, and community, and progressing to national and international levels. Besides that, to adequately prepare for the challenges of the 21st century, generic skills such as analytical and innovative thinking, dispute resolution, interpersonal skills, and information systems, and effective communication are also included. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shwanisha and my matrix number is 264965. Now I'm going to give my opinion on the issue, which is the subject of moral studies as taught in the present format and syllabus in Malaysian schools still relevant today. The format and syllabus of moral subject in schools are not relevant because it is unnecessary for students to memorize too much of values and keywords just to pass an exam. Students should understand and implement the values they learn in their daily life. But with the current education system, students find it very difficult to practice the values they learn in moral subject because they memorize the values and keywords just for the exam and later on they forget about it. Teachers who teaching moral subject should take serious about this issue because they teach the students how to score an A in exam while they forgot to teach the students how to practice the moral values in their daily life. Next, the current examination system of a moral subject should change into a practical based system. This is because students can learn even better when they start to do things by their own. Teachers should give students any task or activity regarding moral values so that they will have the initiative to do the task given and students can understand even better about those moral values rather than sitting in class for an hour memorizing the values. For example, tasks such as cleaning the place of worship or doing some innovation around the school compound and also helping the needy should be given to the students so that the students will be more virtuous and responsible. So changing moral subject to a practical based system will be more effective and relevant for today's situation. In a nutshell, moral studies are very important and relevant to students, but I am objecting with the issue, which is the format and syllabus of moral subject are relevant today. This is because the format and syllabus of moral subject now is unnecessary, where students have to memorize a bunch of values to pass an exam. Meanwhile, students must be taught how to be virtuous, honest, responsible person in a community without involving themselves in illegal activities. This can help the student to be a good role model to everyone around him. Teachers have to look serious into this by changing the teaching method to which can help a student to be as follow. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I will continue about my own view about this topic that we got for our group project, which is moral subject for the studies. As we know, the moral subject always taught us about the moral value in more details, how to implement it, how to adapt in our life. We still can learn it even though we are not taking any class for the moral subject, because it is about to realize some people about the right action to be taken when they confront any situation or any matters. So the issue that we have discussing right now was existing since the government had said the moral subject was compulsory and they need to be taken by the national school, either they are primary school or secondary school. I think it comes to not necessary for them to learn the subject if they do not want to learn it. This is because everyone have a freedom in making any decision for our life, included the issue of should be taken or not. We cannot force someone to follow an order even though it was agreed by majority group. This is synchronized with the definition of right, which means that individual entitlement to freedom of choice and well-being. From my opinion, I propose that government needs to give an option to all students, either they want to take it as a subject core or not. Then only the student that decide to take it will sit for the examination. And the second thing is about they still be compulsory to all students to attend to the class because we need to develop this moral value into students' life since school. I believe that they will not give some harmful effect to the student that do not choose moral subject as core subject. Otherwise, it also can teach them about the moral value which make them become a better person in the future. I think this is better ways that can related to the rights which is determine the powerful device whose main purpose is to enable the individual to choose freely whether to pursue certain activities like having study for moral subject or not and protect those choice. As my conclusion, by applying this term, it can create a harmonious situation at the school regarding to their teaching process system, and then they can reducing the issues existing about the implementing of moral subject. From the explanation above, we can summarize that the moral subject is a good subject to be learned by every student, but we need to ask them first whether they want to bring the subject into the final examination or not. That is because the final result will be used for them to further their studies soon.
Hi, my name is Nurul Hasanah binti Muhammad Morni. My metric number is 265730. I will present my own views based on the topic that our group has chosen, which is the subject of moral studies as taught in the present format or syllabus in Malaysia still relevant today? Regarding the issue of moral studies in school, I think that studying moral studies is still relevant today. The action of parents who speak up about the problem of moral study in school is a proper action and included in the ethical principle of moral rights. Parents who speak up because the acceptance of moral study on their child is very ineffective. This is because the method of imparting knowledge about moral study does not achieve the goals of the subject. Their children are entitled to a perfect knowledge of moral studies from their teachers. As we all know, the purpose of moral studies in school is to shape students into human beings who are upright, responsible, and capable of contributing to the country's and global communities' peace and stability. Studying moral studies is not just about passing in exams. Therefore, teachers need to change the method of delivery of the moral subject according to the objective and achieve the goals of moral studies. In this case, I do not agree with the opinion of a parents group that has forced the government to do away the subject of moral studies in school. This is because the problem of moral studies in the school that occurred at that time was due to the content and manner of delivery of moral values that were not in accordance with the objective of the subject. According to the Malacca Action Group for Parents suggested that the subject be replaced with a common class on issues such as human rights, preserving the environment, caring for the needy, and the evils of corruption. It is also a good opinion, but in Malaysia, we already know that in Education Act 1996 has listed that the moral studies cannot be removed from the national school because it is one of the core subjects in school. The statement from the Malacca Group for Parents cannot be accepted in this issue. The teaching of values aim to form human beings who are virtuous, responsible, and able to contribute towards the harmony and stability of the country and the global community. Therefore, the issue of moral studies can be resolved in a more effective way by changing the syllabus of moral studies in school. As Lim Wei-Jiat said, who said the government should take action either to add other subjects as additional subject for non-Muslim students, or at very least fully change the syllabus of moral studies. This is the best method to solve the problem of moral studies instead of eliminating the subject of moral studies in school. Therefore, the implementation of moral education, which aims to enable students to practice moral values in daily life, still needs improvement in various aspects, especially in the context of teaching and learning. This is because the introduction of the subject of moral education as one of the compulsory subjects to be tested in the examination causes its delivery to be more teacher-centered. The situation causes students' views in solving issues, problems, conflict, and moral dilemmas faced in real life to be given less attention, because teachers only teach moral values according to the teacher's way and understanding, even though various group activities are planned inside and outside the classroom. That's all from me. Thank you.